Another day with another SoFi stock video, guys. Check it out. It's currently about 3:45 p.m. on the East Coast, and SoFi is down about 2.5% when earlier in the day, at one point, I think it was up almost 5%, over $9.25. So in this video, we're going to break down the charts, news that came out, my thoughts on SoFi, what I'm looking to do. But before we do that, guys, you have 2 more days to get your free money for Moomoo. Link down below. Open up your account, fund it with at least $100. You get a free share of C3AI stock right off the bat, which is right around $35-40 a share, and you also get 5 more stocks, each up to $2,000. And fund your account with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks on top of those 6 stocks, totaling 16 stocks. And fund your account with at least $5,000. On top of those 16 stocks, you also get another free share of either Tesla stock or Google, guaranteed. Which again, guys, you have 2 more days to do that, and this is by far the best promo. So use that link down below, and of course, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive right into the video. So like I said, guys, SoFi earlier in the day was up over $9 a share, and at one point it was up almost 5%. Yeah, let me see here. We closed at about $8.90 yesterday, and we got all the way to $9.28. Yeah, about 4.5-ish%, almost 5% is what it was up earlier in the day. And since that point, and mind you, we hit that at about 9:45 a.m. Since that point, we have downtrended for the rest of the day. Now we're at what, 864? So from 928 to 864, we are down almost 7% intraday from the top to the bottom. And one thing worth mentioning right off the bat, guys, is SoFi is taking out the lows from yesterday, which if I pull up the 5-day 5-minute chart, you guys can see yesterday's low was right around, actually no, I'm wrong. It took out one of the lows from yesterday being about 880. Now we're at 864, but we're not yet under the lows from the morning yesterday, which were right around 858. We're pretty much right there right now. We're about 5-6 cents away from testing that point, maybe falling under 858. So we're selling off on the 5-day. You guys can see under the moving averages now. We have a death cross, but you could also say we are still holding the uptrend, which pretty clearly, guys, at least in my opinion, I don't know if you disagree, let me know in the comments, but I'm thinking we're still holding this uptrend. Are we not? We're in this channel on the 5-day 5-minute, and we'll break down the other time frames in a second. But first, let me actually pull up the Safari tab, and I want to break down with you guys what came out of JP Morgan. Let me show you this, and hopefully I can read this article, because you guys know pretty much all the articles these days are behind paywalls, right? So let me see if I can read this on Market Watch. Yeah, it looks like it's letting me for now. Let's actually get through this pretty quickly. So you guys can see SoFi student loan business may not, quote, see the tsunami the stock seems to be reflecting, according to JP Morgan. You guys can see up here it says JP Morgan warrant. So that could be a reason right off the bat, looking at that headline, as to why SoFi stock is taking a little bit of a hit as of right now. Again, down about 7% from the highs earlier today. So coming down a little bit here, guys. Let me zoom in. And again, hopefully this lets me read the whole article. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. Uh-oh, it's creeping up. This little, you're approaching your article limit down here. Let's keep it right here. Let's keep it right here. So you guys can see up here, SoFi Technologies has been a polarizing stock, and the impending end of the student loan payment pause has become yet another issue, drawing strong opinions from both sides. And shares of SoFi, as everybody here knows, have surged more than 60% over the past month, yada, 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 a move that partly reflects optimism about the company's ability to benefit from the debt ceiling deal that codified an end to the student loan payment moratorium. But SoFi already had expected the pause to culminate at the end of August, and some more skeptical analysts have questioned how much upside there is to SoFi's student loan business from the move. There's a lot of speculation, guys, clearly from JP Morgan's Reginald Smith. Reginald, yeah, I guess that's short for Reg, yeah, I guess he'd go, or she, I don't even know what the heck. Either way, whatever. JP Morgan's Reginald Smith was one of them, writing Thursday that while SoFi pegs the multi-year market opportunity from student loan refinancing at about $200 billion, that is unbelievable, his own estimate suggested the opportunity is less than half of that at $90 billion. So this analyst at JP Morgan, we'll just say it's a he, Reginald Smith. Yeah, I think that's the guy's name. Either way, he's saying, okay, student loan, he's pretty much saying, all right, SoFi, slow your roll there. The market opportunity is not as much as you claim it is. It's actually less than half of that, from $200 billion to now $90 billion. And Reginald said, we believe refinancing with a private lender like SoFi makes economic sense for just a fraction of borrowers, those with relatively high income, credit scores, and APRs, he wrote. And in most instances, borrowers are better off keeping their existing federal loan and or applying for an income-based repayment loan, which I guess I could see where he's coming from. I mean, from my understanding, when it comes to their personal loans, from what I've heard, guys, let's say you want to do, credit card consolidation, you want to apply for a SoFi personal loan, they're only taking people that have, pristine credit. It's top of the line pretty much, right? So I get where he's saying, what he's saying about that. That kind of makes sense. Again, from my understanding of what's going on now with the personal loans, a lot of people are going to SoFi for those. All right, that makes sense. So he thinks, okay, maybe the market opportunity is not as much as $200 billion. It's $90 billion, which still is a pretty big opportunity. And let me see what else is said here. He estimated that fewer than 2% of outstanding student loans were refinanced in 2019, even with low interest rates. That's not many, guys. 2% is not that many. And he said while there may be an initial surge in refinancing, we don't see the tsunami the stock seems to be reflecting. Moreover, we continue to believe holding student loans on balance sheet is a suboptimal use of capital, as returns are considerably lower than personal loans. What did I just say, guys? Personal loans, which from my understanding, you could get those from 12%, 15, 17, 16, depending on, maybe less than 12%, 10%, depending on your credit, which that is a pretty good return for SoFi. Maybe not so much, if you're taking out the personal loan, you're paying a lot in interest. But then again, if you're doing the credit card consolidation, you're paying less interest on the SoFi loan than on your credit card. So I guess you are winning there from the consumer's perspective. But either way, SoFi's making a lot, on those personal loans, and those have surged because of really credit card consolidation and how credit card debt right now is at all-time highs, because the economy, sure, it's doing pretty well based on the GDP reading, but let's be honest, the U.S. consumer is buying more crap than ever, right? Credit card debt's at an all-time high, and when that's the case, well, people are going to consolidate and pay off their credit cards with a personal loan, and SoFi is going to benefit from that, obviously. So again, look at what I said before. On the 5-day, 5-minute, we're still on this channel, and on the 20-day chart, you guys can see now we're right at the moving averages, which need to hold for the bulls, no doubt about it. And if we don't hold this point and we start slipping and dumping down to under 8, 7s again, all right, that's not going to be that good. That'd be clear rejection at a lower high right here, which is a possibility. That would not be the best for the bulls, but it's possible, right? So another way that I'm looking at this is, if I clear the drawing set, we're kind of in a wedge. Are we not? I mean, we have clear higher lows being made, but at the same time, these lower highs. You guys see these right here: higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, lower highs as well. So what direction are we going to pick on SoFi, guys? I think it's still pretty bullish here. I don't know. I could be wrong. But, it's taken a little bit of a beating based on that JP Morgan analyst, and we'll see how long that lasts. I mean, is the stock going to brush it off, kind of like what we saw with the last pullback, or is this going to bleed even more? Time will tell. So before you click off the video, guys, don't forget to get up to 17 free stocks for Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video. You have 2 more days to do that. Literally, guys, the clock is ticking, and this is by far the best promo they've ever ran. Once you fund your account at least $100 using that link down below, you get a free share of C3AI stock right off the bat, which is right around $35-40 per share, and you get 5 more stocks with just a $100 deposit. And if you fund your account at least $1,000 on top of those 6 stocks you already got, you also get 10 more stocks, each up to $2,000. And listen to this: fund your account at least $5,000, guys. Are you ready for this? Let me set up for this. You get another free share of either Tesla or Google, guaranteed, on top of all the stocks you already got, which again, guys, the clock is ticking. 2 more days to do that. Use that link down below. And of course, that is an affiliate link. I appreciate you guys as always. Without you, this channel would not be possible. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next one.